Hello guys, it's me Lee. Good morning. It's about good afternoon. It's 1:30 here in the afternoon. Well, it's a beautiful day today. It's winter time already. So yeah, I see a lot of video. I watched the video and stuff. I mean that basically the elections in for the United States. I watched sort of the reports and stuff. No, but I don't really get what I don't really get is basically about the Trump. According to my knowledge, according to my understanding for the human rights. I mean, not the human rights. According to my, it's instinct maybe. The way I feel about the person, I think Trump is basically arrogant. He is not. It's what I say. Uh, he might be a good leader in defending his own country, but he's not. But he's not yet. He's not up to all the details. He cannot. I can probably not manage his country. If you know what I'm talking about. You know. I think this is not going to make it for a second run. Joe Biden is not my favorite too, but so between these two, I would prefer Joe Biden. And you know what? Barack Obama is my favorite. It was like when he was going after the campaign, the elections and the campaign stuff, I was so excited. That was like how many 12 years back. That was something like 2018. No, not really. Maybe 2008. 2008. Yeah, something like that. Anyway, that's probably the time. I got so excited about him, about this Barack Obama. I say something different in this man. I say the dignity. I say something good in this man. It talks like a decent man. Now look at this Trump. He's like what I say is like it's like it's just like a rich bastard. He's a rich motherfucker. So he shows low respect to people. If you know, just look at the way he talked to the media and to his people. Just look at his way he's talking to them. Just look at his public speeches. He's not a decent man. He's probably maybe he's powerful, but he's not really. He's not really my favorite. He's the worst president I've ever seen. Years back, when I was a young kid, I was like that. People talking about, I believed what I was being told. So I said they were saying stuff like that. Hey, look at our chairman. Our chairman was great. For example, John Mean. I even wrote something about him. I still keep some very short piece of the paper which I wrote something about him. But my respect to this man. But then later on, like 10 years back later, 20 years later, no, I found what has, uh, you know, I found what has been done to our people, to this country. It totally changed my mind, really. So there are things which we cannot be. There are things which we don't say, during this period. Maybe when you're looking back, like 10 years back, I mean 10 years later, when you're looking back over the same, you probably find you say that from different angle. You'll probably have a different point of view of this stuff right here. Anyway, say Jonathan means crafted and stuff like that. I don't really have that details, but I happened to find this video when he was speaking to this. It was a journalist reception. It was a reception. He said to this journalist, to this Hong Kong journalist, says, they're too young to symbol because they must have asked some very stupid questions to this chairman gentleman, and so he got irritated, and he got pissed off, and I said to the directly, he said directly to this journalist, say something like, "You guys you're too young and too simple. You're too young to simple. You're too young to simple." Uh, Something like, "You're too young to simple. Sometimes naive." So that's what it is. And look at this way he talks to these people. So that's why that shows his his education is what he has inside of his body. Shows his mind. So from these speeches, you can tell you can judge your president like that. So I was used to be a fan of him, but now it's like he probably is probably no good. Same with this Trump. I don't like him. It's sort of funny. It's actually very funny stuff. Trump is saying, "Hey, China is trying to interrupt into this election. He's doing all he can. I mean, he's doing his best to support this Joe Biden and stuff like that. To try to defeat. I mean, to defeat the Trump. And I was like, what? What the fuck? I don't care. We don't give a fuck of this because we just, for example, me, I don't give a fuck. I don't simply like you. That's it. I don't care if it's Joe Biden or some stupid American president. But it has to be not you. You know what I'm talking about. He seems not to be a right person. If it seems to be like something like some people are weird. Some people are very weird. They're weird when they're rich and when they're getting old. They have this bad temper, stuff like that. And Trump is definitely one of these guys. Rich guy who's senior people, weird stuff like that. So that's what I can tell about Trump. And years back when I get back to when I was at maybe 5 years back when I was at the Shanghai Bicycle Exhibition. It was a trade fair, something in May or June. Sorry, sometime from May or June, I don't remember, but it has to be either of these months. So I went to the exhibition with my partner, with my boss. He was also my best friend. We were expecting in there. So we got our booth too, and we got so busy that day. So we have some very nice bikes over there. And there came a man, a senior man, maybe probably like Trump's age. He has to be something like 60 or 65. And he's a little bit fat and he's not so tall, and he is, he has this company. And apparently she's Chinese. She speaks Chinese, And so as he was talking to me, and I was trying to explain something, and maybe he was talking too fast, so I could not understand it. I could not understand very well about it. I couldn't follow that him that close. So I just like, excuse me, stuff like that, or say it again, please. And after maybe like, I don't know, he got pissed off, like, I don't know, because he might and thinking that I'm not a professional, or I don't know, he was trying to talk to me, and we were like that. Suddenly he got pissed off, like, all of a sudden, So that was, I was like, what, you know, and he was like, what the fuck? What the fuck are you talking about? I'm talking about that. Da, 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 da. It was like that, you know what I mean? It was like, well, what the fuck? What the fuck are you talking about? I'm talking about this stuff, and you're talking another thing. And this is the way he was talking to me. See, this is the way they talk. This is the way they behave. I don't know if what I do if I were him. I don't know, but I would probably do the same thing. I would say, "Hey, you stupid man, you stupid son of a bitch." But I don't have much. That is one thing I remember. That is the worst thing I ever happened with me and this American man. Of course, we have been selling to United States for many years, and we got some nice friends over there. But that man is it's a very typical American, like middle class or high class people, rich people, and they are doing this kind of things. They're arrogant. They think this this is my place. I have enough money. I have enough money, and you're not gonna do what I'm telling, and you're not gonna do what I'm telling you to do. Something like that. So, so this is really the case. I'm not. Frankly speaking, this is all idea. I mean, I speak for myself. Trump is a chicken shit bastard. He changed his mind so often. He changed everything. So, all right, I think I have to stop right here. Thanks.